Welcome back to Superior Sunrise. Now joining me is Dr. Bob Gentry with Multimin. Bob, I want to thank you for being on this morning. I know we probably sprung it on you, but you're used to that. We were talking earlier about how you were on a trip to Australia, and as soon as you got there, you hit the ground running with all these questions by all the media and press. But let's talk about Multimin, what you guys offer.
Well, Multimin is a unusual product in that it's an injectable trace mineral, which is typically a product that you would expect animals to eat, all people to eat. And so these trace minerals, even though we still have them in the feed, we can enhance the performance of calves, cows, bulls with using an injectable on top of that.
What do you think it is about the injectable? I mean, there's so many things out there on the market, but what is it about the Multimin Injectable 90 that sets you guys apart?
Well, in the feed, it takes weeks for the animals to absorb. As good as ruminants are about digesting things that other animals can't, they're one of the poorest at handling their trace minerals. And so we have right up front, we have a challenge getting enough in there, especially with the genetics that we have and the performance that we expect out of the cattle in the modern day. So what we have is a product that instead of weeks, we can do it in hours and put those trace minerals into that animal ready to perform and work right away.
What's the feedback that you guys have gotten or received from your customers that have used this product?
Well, predominantly we look at two things, growth being the third one, but the two prominent things are we have a great increase in reproductive performance, both in cows and bulls, but especially conception rate on cows. And then on the other side, we're looking at the immune system, just a huge improvement in the immune system, which is what we've been talking about a lot yesterday and today.
We know reproductive is such a huge thing in this business, and healthy cattle, we talk about vaccination programs all the time, but some people who might say, I don't need to add that in my feed, what is your suggestions to them?
Well, we know that throughout the year we have times of very high demand on both cows and calves and the bulls, but we have these physiologic changes that the cows go through pregnancy and then on towards weaning, that we know that we're going to need more trace minerals during those periods, and it can really only be achieved with an injection at the key times that we know we need it. On the calves, they deplete as well during certain times and certain ages during growth, and with that we can put that injectable in there and improve their status right away.
Well, I know I've seen you guys at one of our other auctions that we had for Superior, and I know this is a relationship that's new and forming, but I know Superior really appreciates and values the relationship that they have with Multimin and that they're building upon. If anybody wants to have any information that they're not here to stop by your booth, how can they get information on you guys?
Well, they can stop by the booth here today, or they can get on multiminusa.com on the website. A lot of information there. Phone numbers if you want to call in and talk to someone in addition to that, but a great website with a lot of information that's available to anyone.
Perfect. I want to thank you for being on this morning. And when we return, world champion auctioneer Ralph Wade, don't go anywhere.